So it's a mockumenting. That's actually what it is. Emotional documenting. You guys ready?
Let's do this.
This is Lindsey.
And this is Karen.
And we've done a lot of really good and bad second shooting.
And we've learned that finding a good second shooter is kind of like finding a good date.
And we all know how much finding a good date sucks. But here are some things we do like.
When you don't look like shit.
When you're on time.
When you get great detail
But
shots.
stay out of mine.
When you open the door for me.
When you're not selfish.
When you freaking text me back.
I really hate shellfish.
It's not all about you.
So please do me right in bed.
Don't forget the flowers.
And always use your head.
So I worked for Jason for 4 years in New York before moving to Austin and started my own business.
I took over Lindsey's position, and we went through what we like to call the Jason Group Boot Camp, which was like one long bad date that never ended, but at least he paid for it.
So the group boot camp entailed us being amazing second shooters and amazing assistants all the time at the same time, anticipating anything, getting blamed for everything, all the while getting great detail shots of the room before it's even finished.
With every wedding you shoot or date you go on, you anticipate them to follow a few guidelines.
Like knowing what to wear before the wedding.
Or the date.
Like helping me with all the heavy bags.
Opening the door for you.
Or talking about money before the wedding.
Or who's paying for dinner. So when I go on a new date, I like to get a new outfit. I like to think he's going to do the same. So when I have a second shooter who texts me 20 minutes before the wedding with, "Can I wear jeans?" I'm like, seriously, dude? Next.
I don't care how hot you are, who designed your shoes, or how many top knots you've won. You are never too good to help me carry those heavy-ass bags from the church to the car parked a mile away in the rain.
Money. You should talk about it with your second photographer before the wedding. You don't need to have that conversation later. Also, don't be the asshole who forgets his wallet at the end of dinner, unless you want me to forget your number, too.
True that. So, learning to trust someone is never easy, right? So you've done the research to find someone you like. Have a little faith. Don't micromanage. And don't be a control freak.
Common sense, not something we should have to talk about, right? Yet mistakes keep happening.
Like being late.
Or chewing gum during the ceremony.
Like getting in my shot.
Just in general, handling your business.
Where do you think the phrase shaking my head came from? A lot of photographers.
And our boyfriends.
Doing dumb shit.
So, being late. Nobody ever got fired or dumped for being early, right? But it's amazing how many second photographers we've had that show up half an hour late.
Ain't nobody got time for that. So, let's talk about gum. Sure, you don't want to have bad breath, I get it. But do you really want your bride to hear you chewing during the ceremony? Or for her to see you smacking your lips in the wedding video? Here's a tip. Altoids are discreet and powerful.
So remember that time the second photographer was out doing the ring shot and left them out in the brick wall?
Like the actual diamond?
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh yeah. Remember that one time my boyfriend just completely lost his shit?
Yeah, get rid of that fool.
Yeah, I did. As a second shooter, isn't it your job to be responsible and helpful and, I don't know, get the fuck out of the shots? Seriously.
Seriously. There are a handful of reasons to second shoot. Making some extra money, gaining some experience.
You know, experience.
Building your portfolio.
Or just because you're bored on a Saturday.
Remember, you're being hired to do a job for someone else's business.
So let's be honest, it's not all about you. And I love Instagram as much as the next guy. But there is and always will be an inappropriate time to be on your phone, like a wedding or a date or right now. While you're over there searching for that perfect filter, you are missing something. I don't care, but I don't want my bride to think I'm bored.
Where did you go? Are you smoking again? I mean, are you at the bar? Are you Lindsay Lohan? Nobody likes a magician. So don't disappear at the wedding or for the second date. Oh, and remember when you said you were going to get the shot of the bride arriving on the boat for the ceremony and you didn't? Yeah, that was cool. Remember when you said you were going to text me back? Yeah, that was cool too.
And who do you think you are, posting your pictures of my wedding on Facebook before I do? Do I even have your files yet? Don't blog them, tweet them, or Instagram them either. Oh, and by the way, it's never appropriate to change your Facebook relationship status to, it's complicated.
So, now you guys know the way to our hearts, second shooting. Maybe you can take us out on a date.
And while we're on that date, you can go ahead and order me a side of bacon.
What?
I love bacon.
All right, there we go.
Good job.